Hello and welcome back. We're going to finish up this video about the equations of a circle with our final example. If you're given down here example 4 endpoints of a diameter, that means you have this circle, we have two endpoints of a diameter, they're given, and you want to find the equation of the circle. Well, in this problem you're going to have to use the two formulas that we used from chapter 1. To find the center, we're going to use the midpoint formula, and find the radius, we're going to use the distance formula, because the midpoint of this diameter is going to be the center. So if we use the midpoint formula here, and to do that, what we would do is take the x's and add them up. So we're going to have 4 plus 0 over 2 for the x values, and then we're going to have for the y values 3 plus 1 on the y values over 2. These values are going to give you the midpoint of this line. It'll give you the point that's right here in the center of this diameter, which is going to be the center of the circle. And in this case, that point is going to be 2, 0, or 2, 2. So your point for your center is 2, 2. Now the radius, after you find that midpoint, we're going to use the radius from this point 2, 2 to one of the end points that we choose. It doesn't matter, we can just pick one of the end points, and we're going to do the distance formula on that. So I'm going to take these two lower values here for the distance formula. So the distance formula here is the square root of, we're going to subtract the x values, so we're going to have 2 minus 0 for the first one, 2 minus 0 squared, and the second one is going to be 2 minus 1. It's going to be these values here. So we're going to take these two values here for the x values, and we're going to take these two values for the y values, and we're going to subtract them. So in this case, 2 minus 1, and square that. So this is the distance formula. This is going to give you the radius. So the radius here is going to equal the square root of, in this case, 2 squared, which is 4, and 1 squared, which is 1. So the square root of 5 is your radius. Now in the formula that we had up above, we're going to have x minus h mouse works better, just makes more noise on my mouse. So x minus h squared and y minus k squared equals r squared. So we have the h and the k being 2, so it's going to be x minus 2 squared and y minus 2 squared and r squared is the square root of 5 squared. And the square root of 5 squared is going to be 5. So that means that our formula is just going to be x minus 2 squared y minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 5. And that'll be our equation. So that ends this part of the equations of circles. So we finish up with that. But this is the one that uses most of the formulas that you're going to need, that you practiced up. The rest of the stuff you're just going to find by graphing or by looking at the equation. So if you have any questions, give me an email, and good luck.